Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's June 12th, and I want to make a little video on how to edit your loyalty rewards program order. So I'm gonna just go and share my screen. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's go to doTERRA. Right, so here we are, and we'll just go into my back office. Hope everybody's well. Right, so we have, now for some of you this will look different because all our wholesale customers now have a much more simplified back office. This is how everybody's back office looks like if you enrolled before June 1st, 2017. But for those of you that have actually enrolled after that, your back office as a wholesale customer will be a lot more simplified. So you won't have the dashboard tab, you won't have the downline, and I don't even think you have the business group, message center, and website. So you would literally just have your account, your shop tab. So as you can see, this is my back office, and it has all my details on there. You will also notice this is where my scheduled LRP order is. So if I were to now want to go in and edit it in any way, I just click on here. And you will notice everything at the moment that I have in my LRP ready to go out in July. So I already did my June order, which is probably going to be here tomorrow, the day after. But I've already prepared what I have in here for next month. So at the moment, for example, I have a grapefruit in there. I have our lifelong vitality pack with the natural energy booster, which is called the new Mito 2 Max, and then the deep blue polyphenol complex for Tom. So say, for example, this is my order from this month and I want to change it. So what I can do is I'm just going to take a really quick screenshot so I know what to put back in it. Okay, that's fine. So say, for example, I'm going to change it. So this was my order from last month and I'm going to put new stuff in. So I'm just going to click off stuff. I can click it all off. Just delete it. Okay. And I'll click that one off. This is a kit. Removing it will also remove all items in the kit. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Okay. So you will see that I still have one thing in here. You will never be able to eliminate everything in your basket. You always need to keep one thing, and then in a minute I'll show you. Say, for example, my next order, I would like to add bergamot. I will add bergamot, and then I can cancel that last thing from last month's order. So that's really how you go about changing it. So now, for example, I can add On Guard droplets. Let's have a look what comes up. Okay, so the protective blend, I'll pretend that I'm ordering an On Guard. I want the detergent as well, for example. Where is it? Okay, I'll do the toothpaste because I can always use toothpaste. On Guard, what else? The beadlets, and say, for example, I want the woman's kit as well. The health kit, yeah, perfect. So now this is what, pretending to be my next month's order. I'm going to save all the changes. And my LRP has been amended. So anytime you want to change things, or you've done an order and you don't want to order the same things the month after, change the order as soon as you've processed it. So we saw the other day how to actually place an order. I always recommend to actually, as soon as the order has processed, take out what you're not going to need for next month and add in there what you do want to order next month. I often use mine as a wish list. So on some months, I literally have like 300-400 euros worth in that LRP. And then a few days before I know it'll process, I start taking out what I can't afford or what I don't actually need that particular month. It's a lot easier like that. To do that, because you will never have it happen where the same order from last month processes again this month. I know a few of you have had that happen, and it's very unfortunate. doTERRA is very good at taking back those orders. So if you do have a duplicate order, I know it happened to my dad once, I know a few other people, if you just send back the order, they will refund it to you and they will give you your money back. But obviously it means that you have to wait longer to get the products that you do want. So as an automatic, for me, as soon as my order has processed, I go back in, I edit, and I put stuff that I know next month I will want, so that if I forget, at least the stuff that is coming is stuff that I knew I wanted. So let's go back in, and I'll show you again. So these are obviously all the things that I changed. So I'll show you again. So to get rid of them, you just click on all of them. And then when you get to the last one, I'm actually going to leave the women's kit because I do actually want to order that next month. And then I will add the stuff that I had in there. So I had a grapefruit. Okay. I wanted my LLV. So I don't know whether it'll appear as that. Okay, so not like that. But if I give lifelong, yeah, there we go. And I also wanted to show you, for those of you that do purchase supplements, know that there are a couple of orders, a couple of items you can get a lot cheaper than their standard price if you order it this way. So as you can see, Lifelong Vitality Pack comes to 80 euros for your Alpha CRS, your Omegas, and then your the other supplements that come. Now if I click Edit Kit, it comes up and says, so in order, if I buy the Microplex, the Omegas, and the Alpha, I actually get a chance to purchase both the Mitomax and the Deep Blue at a much reduced price of 29 euros. So the normal price for both of these is 53 euros. If you buy the LLV, doTERRA gives you the option to purchase these at a reduced price. So you can only take a maximum of 2. So either 2 Mitomax or 2 Deep Blue. But because in our house, we actually take both of them, we're going to get 1 of each. And so you will notice that in a second, it'll jump back to your LRP and it'll actually have these added to it. Perfect. So see, I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to save that. Always make sure your shipping address is correct and the way you want to pay. I have mine set at Bankwire because I often like to use my commission for my payments, and make sure that your email is correct as well. So I'm going to save that. And it'll jump back to this page. Now, say, for example, you've done your own order, your own LRP order. You have prepared it already for next month, and all of a sudden you think, actually, I needed more stuff, or you want to gift someone with something. What you would do then is you wouldn't actually amend your own LRP because it would get too confusing and you might get sidetracked. So what you want to do is you want to create a new LRP order. It'll ask you the same as in the beginning. So say, for example, you want it processed on the 14th of this month. Yeah, and then go down. Okay, add products to the cart. This is just a fictional one for me, okay? I'll add an oil to it, just to pretend. I'll do the Arbor Vitae, okay, add it to the cart, it says, and then I'll go to the cart. Yeah, I did add one to the cart. Let's try again. Okay, continue shopping. And then add maybe a kit as well. Let's see, loyalty rewards kit. And for example, the monthly vitality kit. Perfect. Now I go to the cart, and you will notice it has all the same information, but in this situation, actually, you could edit the shipping because you want to send it to someone, or you want to send it to yourself, but you don't want it to be mixed up with your other order. You check your credit card, and then you can either continue and process there and then, or you save it again. So if I save this, watch what happens on my LRP now. I have 2. Yeah? So you have that one, and you have the first one, which is your original one. So either of them you can ship now, but what I tend to do, and you'll notice you can only delete one of these. So let's go into this one. And I've decided I've shipped it, I've processed it, but it'll jump back to where it was, and now I want to cancel it. Are you sure you wish to cancel this LRP order? Yes, delete. So it'll be deleted, and I will still have my original one. Like that, you don't get confused with changing yours. You just always need to make sure, whenever you go back into your back office, that there's only one LRP order there. If there's 2, you might have forgotten. Or say, for example, you have someone near to you that also likes to order, and at the moment they're doing it through your account because they don't really want their own account, then that could be a way that you could do it and distinguish both of you, rather than having one and having to share it and get confused and stuff like this. You would actually be able to do that. But in reality, you don't want to confuse yourself too much. So I hope that kind of explained it. If you were to, for example, just add things to your cart here and then go to your cart, it would be seen as a standard internet order. It would not be an LRP order. So you wouldn't actually get your points, which would be a shame. So I always recommend, even if it's sending something to someone, that family, and it's only like, well, not only, but it's an order of 60 euros, don't do a standard order. Always do it through your LRP so you get your points for it. It adds up after a while. It's just a much better way to actually purchase your oils. And even if you wanted to gift them to someone, just do it through the LRP. So let's go back to stop sharing. There we go. Yes, so here I am again. So I hope that kind of makes sense. And if anybody has ever got any questions about that, just send me a message. I am absolutely here to help you guys with this. And if there's particular ways or examples that you want information from or videos from, tell me. Give me tips on which videos you want me to make, and then I will make them. I hope this wasn't too complicated. You can't really go wrong with it, but I do recommend, as I said, as soon as your LRP order has processed and shipped, go back in it and change it already so that it's ready for the month after, or use it as a wish list. Take the stuff out that you've just ordered, unless, as I said, you want to order it again for the next month, but not often people do. So it makes a lot more sense to do it that way. And you get a better overview of what you really are in need of, and what products you want to perhaps even get with your points. You will soon really see. I'm just going to share my screen one more time, because I remember someone asking me also where to check for your points. So if you did want to know what your points are like, you go to dashboard, and it'll actually tell you the amount of points you have to spend right here, the percentage of points that you have at the moment. Now, bear in mind, all points get given to you the 15th of the month after. So on the 15th of June, I will be getting all the points for my May orders. So bear that in mind. It's not instant. So it's not as soon as you've done your order, you get the points for it. it's always the month after on the 15th that you will get approximately. Sometimes it's the 14th, some months it's the 16th. Bear in mind, give it a little bit of flexibility, but this is exactly where you will actually see your loyalty rewards or orders and points with your percentage. I believe also in the simple version of this back office. So as I said, this is really because of me being a wellness advocate. The people after June 1st that have enrolled, their back office is a lot simpler. And I actually think that their homepage, like the first page they come into, will have that information as well, with the percentage, the points, and what their LRP order at that point stands for. Okay, so let's go out. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and do send me any questions that you might have, and we will look after them and try to give you information on them. So have a lovely, lovely day, everybody. If this was too complicated, please tell me, and I'll try and find a way to make it not as complicated. It always seems very logical once you're used to using something, but I can see that for some people it might still be quite confusing. But as I said, always, always, always try to order with the LRP, because it's just the best way to get your points, your percentage going up. And yeah, and it's just a good way to start your essential oil journey. So thanks again, and have a lovely afternoon. Bye.